Hey everyone, it's Dev again. This video is a quick and interactive review of the math you need for ML. I can confidently say that this is the most concise review of the math you need for ML, but don't take it from me. Thousands of students in the GPT Learning Hub community have used this exact guide to kickstart their ML journey. Without further ado, let's get started. It's actually a misconception that you need a crazy amount of math for ML. You can get started with a basic understanding of matrix multiplications and derivatives from calculus. That means you should understand how to find the derivative of functions like this, but don't worry about functions like these. Also, you may have heard before that complex ML models just boil down to matrix multiplication. While this is a bit of an oversimplification, there's also plenty of truth to that. Consider a large language model. Here's how they generate text. The prompt is passed in, and the output is the word that's most likely to come next in the sequence. This word is concatenated to the input sequence, and the next word is obtained. Concatenate again, and the process repeats. LLMs are just large autocomplete models that we can iteratively invoke. But to actually understand the internals of this black box, we have to dive into matrix multiplications and some basic derivatives. Let's go over a few quiz questions that cover the essential math for ML, and then after you finish the quiz, I recommend checking out my step-by-step machine learning roadmap, which consists of over 25 video modules and practice problems. It's completely free, and you can grab it from the link in the description. Let's get started with the quiz. Question 1. Given two matrices, what is the shape of the product? Understanding the dimensions of matrix multiplication is actually important for implementing models, since libraries like PyTorch require you to specify these dimensions when instantiating components of a model. We have a 4x6 matrix on the left and a 6x4 matrix on the right. The first rule to check is whether this matrix multiplication is possible. The number of columns in the first matrix needs to match the number of rows in the second matrix. If these dimensions are unequal, then the output is undefined. When we get to the question on how to actually multiply two matrices, this rule will make sense, but for now let's just accept it. Okay, so the matrix multiplication is defined. The shape of the product is another simple rule. Let's take the number of rows in the first matrix and the number of columns in the second matrix, and those will be the output dimensions. For the actual multiplication, we'll pair up every row in the first matrix with every column in the second matrix. The answer then is 4x4. This might be unsatisfying, so let's move on to the next question, which asks us to actually perform the multiplication. We have 3 columns in the first matrix and 3 rows in the second matrix, so the output is defined and will also be a 3x3 matrix. The only phrase you need to remember for matrix multiplication is row column. To get the top left entry, we multiply the first row with the first column. This means multiplying the corresponding numbers and adding them up. To get the other entries in the output, we keep following the row column rule. First row, second column, and we get the second entry. First row, third column, and we get the third entry. Second row, first column, and we get this entry, and so on. This also explains why the number of columns in the first matrix needs to match the number of rows in the second matrix. The number of columns in a matrix is just the number of entries per row, and the number of rows is just the number of entries per column. This might seem abstract right now, but remembering the phrase row column will be very helpful in understanding self-attention, the crux of transformers and large language models. Question 3. At what value of x does this function have a positive slope? Understanding basic calculus is important for gradient descent, the algorithm behind training. We can look at a line tangent to the function at 3 points: x less than 0, x equal to 0, and x greater than 0. Only when x is greater than 0 does this line have a positive slope, so the answer must be x equals 3. This might seem simple or obvious, but it's actually critical to visually understanding gradient descent, the first ML algorithm everyone should learn. That video is linked in the description if you're interested in watching it next. Lastly, question 4. How many derivatives does this function have? This is actually important when minimizing a function during training. To find the minimum of a function, we adjust the values of the inputs, in this case x, y, and z. In gradient descent, the derivative of the function with respect to each input is used to minimize the function. That's 1 derivative for each input for a total of 3 derivatives. And that wraps up our short quiz. Finally, I have a huge announcement. The beginner's blueprint is finally available. This is the exact study plan I wish I had when I was first getting started with machine learning. Everyone told me to read papers, but I had no idea which papers to read. Once I figured that out, I had no idea how to understand them, dissect them, much less implement them and code up the main concepts. And lastly, Workday was a nightmare. I had no idea how to present these projects on my resume and actually land more interviews. The Beginner's Blueprint will solve all of these problems for you so that you can make progress faster than I did. Take it from someone like Amit from the IIT Madras class of 2025. I personally provided him with a roadmap, helping him get started with the implementation ASAP. Or Shekhar. He's an NLP expert, and his personal favorite resources are our ML programming questions, which are accessible for free. Lastly, someone like Chang. He's an ex-Yahoo AI/ML engineer, and he knows his stuff. It's been a blast making videos on this channel for the last year, and I'm excited to help even more of you with premium personalized instruction. Our launch sale is now active, and you can secure the entire blueprint for 50% off. Head to the link in the description to learn more, and I'll see you on the other side.